Hi, this is a very special parent and family welcome from Bryan Undergraduate Student Services. And since I'm the only advisor in the office that has a child that's been through this process, I thought it would be appropriate for me to be the one to welcome you guys. And she made it through her very first year of college, as did I, during a pandemic. And now I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about things that you can do to cope with your students' first year of college as well.
The next couple of slides will be some information that you may have already seen if you watched the video with your student about their orientation information from the Bryan School. But I just wanted to be sure that you had this information as well, just in case you guys had any additional questions. We are a team of 9 professional advisors. All students are divided by the first letter of their last name, and we each have about 400 to 500 students per caseload. You can find us in Suite 137, which is located on the first floor of the Bryan building. And our contact information is also listed here if you ever have any questions, general questions, and just need to give us a call. Just like in the student's presentation, we have listed advisor responsibilities and student responsibilities. The advisors are here to help the students. We want them to be able to set sound academic and career goals and develop an academic plan that we hope in return will help them to become successful learners. If your student comes to us with a question and needs a referral to another resource on campus, we will connect the student to those resources. And if we don't know the answer to a question, chances are we know somebody that does know the answer. And we're always there to advocate for the student's best interest. Student responsibilities are we expect the student to plan ahead and actively participate in the advising appointments. Please check their UNCG iSpartan email at least once a day. We hope maybe more than that, because that's how everyone on campus is going to communicate with your student. We want your students to come prepared with their goals and questions when they come to advising, and utilize those university resources that we give to them for the additional questions that they have. We also want them to be able to take responsibility for their education. It's their time to be able to make those mistakes, make the decisions, and be able to learn from them both. Now, parent and families, this is your responsibility page. I do have be patient and listen listed on here 3 times. That's because it's probably the hardest one to remember that you need to be able to do, but the most important. Just be patient. Listen to your student. Give them advice that you think will help them moving forward, but let them be the one to make that final decision. Utilize university and parent and family member resources. There are a lot of really great resources on campus that you can use to help you get through this first year of transition as well. Always allow and encourage your student to take responsibility for his or her own education. Like I mentioned on the slide before, it's time for them to be able to do this on their own. And give yourself a break. You deserve it. Trust me. And if I was capable of doing this past year, I know, guys, that you can do it as well. And here's information that will typically shock most people. Approximately 30% of students nationwide graduate in 4 years. Now, I know that seems like a low number, but there are ways that your student can work towards that actual 4-year completion if it's something that's very important to them. And here's something that you can do to help your student to graduate within those 4 years. Encourage your student to meet with their academic advisor early. Create a specific graduation plan, and then work with the advisor every semester to be sure that it's still on track and to help them follow it. But what does on time really mean? Is it better to quickly get out of college or to gain everything that you can from the experience while you're here? A lot of our students will study abroad. That may take some additional time. Internships could take some additional time, but all of these things are things that in the long run are going to make them more employable and much better once they get out into the workforce. Now we have a section of questions just for parents and family members. So that precious little blue-eyed baby right there, that's that baby that you packed up and shipped off to kindergarten that very first day. But now it may be time to renegotiate your relationship. Bottom line, we want these students to get an education, get a job, move out of your house, and pay their own bills. The Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act is something that we have to follow in our office, and it's something that will not allow us to tell you specific details about your student's education unless they give us permission. So, if you're interested in getting more information about your student's education, things like grades, the classes that they're in, any information like that, you are able to contact us and we can get you information on that form that you would need to fill out for that. So here's a couple questions where you can put yourself into the scenario and let's see what you would do in this situation. During orientation, your student declares his schedule is lousy and he's sure he will never be able to graduate. So what are you guys going to do? A, log into his account and try to make schedule changes yourself. B, call the dean's office and demand a better schedule for your student. C, ask him if the classes he has are meeting degree requirements. Or D, tell him it was a good try, but maybe college just isn't for him. The best answer in this particular situation is C. Ask your student if the classes he has are meeting degree requirements. We will be pre-registering your student for 13 to 16 credit hours of courses that are specifically degree requirements. So make sure that's what your student has listed on his schedule, and if there are any questions, have him talk with his advisor. Next, your student calls you at the end of the first month of classes and says she's not cut out for college. She's miserable and wants to come home right now. So what are you guys going to do? A, tell her you miss her and life hasn't been the same without her since she left. B, give her a pep talk about how grown up she is and how she can rise to the challenge. C, listen. D, tell her to talk to a counselor or advisor to get a perspective from a trained professional. Or E, send an angry email to the chancellor and demand that something be done. Okay, so there's a couple different answers that work well with this question. First of all, B, give her a pep talk about how grown up she is. We know that she can handle it. Our students have made it this far, so pretty sure that they're going to be able to make it even further. C, listen to them. Like I said a couple slides ago, listening is very important. And also, if you don't have the answer or you're just not sure, tell your student to talk to a counselor or advisor to get a perspective from a trained professional. We deal with these questions on a daily basis. And typically, like I said before, if we don't have the answer, we know who will have the answer and can point your student in the right direction. So, just a little reminder to wrap it up. Students and people learn from their mistakes, but only when they're allowed to make them. So let them make mistakes. This is going to be the safest environment for your student to make a mistake. Because resiliency is crucial and needs to be encouraged. Unless they make those mistakes, they're not going to know how to fix them. Once we allow them to make the decisions, keep moving forward, they get the whole problem-solving skill down, and then things just fall into place. And just keep in mind, we know it's a process and it takes time. And it's not always comfortable. Actually, usually it's not comfortable. But I will tell you, after my daughter Katie's first year in college, I have seen this new woman come home and handle all of these situations in a completely different light than she did when she left last fall. So it will really be worth it in the long run. Jessica and I will be around all summer long, whether it's virtual or if we're ever actually able to get back into the office. Our contact information is listed here. Feel free to email us at any time if you have any questions at all. And I wish you all the very, very best of luck. I hope you have a great summer and take care and stay well.